Pretty sure no one loses power in America was meant as tongue-in-cheek. Listen, I don't care if you're making a joke. I'm not gonna miss an opportunity to shit on Ted Cruz. Listen, Texas, you are not a red state. You are a non-voting state. Colin Allred is single-digit percentage points. Don't you dare send fucking Ted Cruz back to the Senate again this cycle. I want him out. Fuck that guy. God, our hand ended up being so good, and then Asteroid M flipped up, and we're just like absolutely hosed. Ted Cruz for humanpresident.com. It's a hand buff connoisseur. Fun. We're gonna win this game, right? Maybe. It depends on how crazy their hand is. We have a decent setup here, though. Howdy, Yu-Gi-Oh player. Welcome to the Marvel Snap. Does Hulkling have text? Does he ever? Does Hulkling ever have text yet? No, all the random things that generate Hulkling, he didn't start in your deck that game, or he didn't exist at the start of the game, so he's actually just always a textless 11 when generated. Who gets buffed first, chat? Hulkling or Fastos? What do we think? Is Sage still any good? Got her in the random slot. Sage is wonderful, yes. Is they both get forgotten in option, sadly. Sadly, it probably is. I feel like they had such a good track record with good power level releases for a little bit there. Feels like they fell off a bit recent months. Go eat Wasp here. What a perfect card to get disabled. I think I read this fanfic one time. Wasp gets put through the ringer by Silver Sable and then eaten by Nico. Do you think they will add more cards with no abilities? 100%. I think a 7-cost no ability card is a when and not an if. I think that's certainly something that's coming up. 2 cards for High Evo was confirmed by Glenn in the team answers last week. Sick. I missed that one. That's great. Stop clogging my sheet. It's my sheet. Sheet. Stop clogging it. I believe. I want to put Mjolnir in first because I most want additional points on Thor. So the first thing that you put into the lockjaw is the first thing you put into the lockjaw is the one you're most likely to get back out. All right, if we roll this hammer twice, we'll have 2 1 and 3s to get that hammer back. Rip. We're okay, right? We're good because we're to the left. I believe we're 100% because we're getting the 1 power hammer of the Red Hulk. I'm so glad they put Lockjaw back, chat. He's such a fun card. Not busted by any means, but just really sweet. Cycling through on the last turn is very satisfying. The Death Scar deck you posted recently has been serving me well in the clock, but I think that deck's an excellent metagame choice, yeah. Give me 3 energy Lockjaw. That sounds scary. I actually don't want 3 energy Lockjaw with Activate Hellcow. I did listen to the new Linkin Park single. Enjoyed it. What's Activate Hellcow? They've confirmed that in the upcoming patch on September 17th, Black Swan and Hellcow will be changed from on reveal to activate. They haven't said whether or not there will be stat line changes along with that, or if they'll just remain as is but have their effect changed from on reveal to activate. Haven't played this game in a long time. Is Conquest what everybody's playing now? No, I think most content creators tend to play ladder still. High MMR ladder in Marvel Snap largely just cues you into the same small pool of people, though. And I think spending all day on stream playing against the same 12 opponents just isn't particularly enjoyable. Not only do you queue into the same opponents, but they'll often just be playing the same decks all day. So you just don't get any matchup variety. Alright, let's draw a Doggo or Bojack Horseman, huh? Give me a 4-drop. Okay. Does it matter when you activate a card? It does, yeah. Activate plays out in the order you did it in. Oh, you know what? I should have put Ham here, so that way I had a clean path for Lockjaw if I picked him. Okay, I assume Nocturne is getting rid of Crimson Cosmos here. That's terrifying. Are we dead? I assume we're dead. Wait, Magneto, Baby Beats, we're not dead? Although if they have Namora this turn, we're super torched because I want a priority. Be a replacement for Spider-Ham. Iceman 100%. Silver Sable sounds kind of fun though too. If you're interested in my thoughts on Spotlight caches for this month and next month, I'd recommend checking this out. Let me get their 8-cuber. Is Symbiote Spider-Man worth trying in this with hammers? It is not.
Are ye worthy?
It's a good Nightcrawler art.
Are ye worthy?
Alright, I'm having regrets letting this happen. I didn't realize this was gonna take so much of my life.
Are ye worthy?
I think I'm gonna go out on a limb and suggest that Nocturne and Nightcrawler are worthy.
Are ye worthy?
Oh my god, there's more. Oh no! Oh, you know what's actually interesting? If I messed this game up, I just kind of put it in my head that I couldn't win if they had the combo. But if I would have put Jane here, I could have hammered and Magnetoed here on the last turn to put Nocturne and Wong here. And then average Nocturne variance would have meant that we would have been 19 to their 14 and then 1 to 0. So I could have actually beaten this. I just in my brain I was like, oh, I won't have priority, we're dead. But if I would have thought about it a little bit more, we could have set up to beat that, yeah? Little reflections like that are good. Try and figure out things you can do better. Is Red Hulk in their 27 card deck? Right? Psylocke's a fantastic draw. This is a really little thing, but I want to play Psylocke in the unknown location to the right because I want to have a guaranteed fully empty path to play Lockjaw into if I top deck him. So this can't be empty, and this might not be empty. We don't know what it is yet, so I want to kind of reserve this as my Lockjaw path. So fucking smart and thin, chat! Wish your brain was as big as mine. Thank you for coming to my Lockjaw TED Talk. I'll be here all week. It's a shame we lost Wasp. However, that is a beggar draw. We take those. We even get to beat the blob on the left. And a vision to boot. Oh baby. Oh baby. Alright, I need to make Magneto to stay in my deck. Perfect. I gain 12 here because Bojack Norseman doubles his stats again with the hammer. We'll jump up to at least 20 over here.
Victory. Oh, snap.
Ah, yes, Pixie your airship deck.
This land can never be fully known.
Oh, it's so much better for them than us. Oh, my pupper! One in 4 and then 1 in 3 to draw the hammer organically is nice at least. Yes, New Weird World is a much less obnoxious design than Old Weird World for sure. Lockjaw in your airship deck going swimmingly. Unlucky. Visions of vision danced in my head. This gives me one more over here, yeah?
Victory.
Beep, 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 beep. Good opener for us. Vision Center to play for all three of the last one's probably fine. Matt over matter. It's a great username. Thank you for the 2 months. Welcome back.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
I think this was an ideal outcome for us. We put the doggo on the Carbartage. Oh, we should play around Goliath turn by playing the hammer out proactively. Yeah, that's true. I kinda didn't want Red Hulk in the center, question mark. Why did I play Thor into Karmartage? Does it look like I need more Thor power? Papi Nico! Papi Nico!
Are the future. We are the future.
Higher, further, faster.
Papi Nico knows exactly what I need, chat. He's got just what the doctor ordered.
Victory.
Glorious goodness is what the doctor has ordered. Mission. Let's make cubers. Let's do it. Man, I always want to draw cards with Nico, but if I like don't draw one of these three next turn, I'll be really sad to have played this because then I can't play Thor on 3. So I think I just have to pass, unfortunately. Yeah, you can also hit exactly Wasp turn 3. It's just like pretty unlikely to be great for us. Wow, they got rid of Elysium? I guess that makes sense when you have Pixie.
Face the might of Asgard.
Their Wiccan is off, is noteworthy. I think I should have played Nico on 2x here, actually. I messed up. I'm not gonna have another good window to play Nico, I don't think. Or I should have put her on 2x mode in the middle. Holy! I was a little sad when Ham spun out of there. I am no longer sad. No longer sad. All right, I want to draw not Doctor Doom. Sicko. Oh, am I about to get Valk on the left? Might be about to get Valk on the left. We played against this person earlier, yesterday, and they were Valking. What? Valk middle? Holy. We needed that stats on the right, huh? Bonus build is sweet.
Victory.
We did the best on She-Hulk. We did, yeah. I'm genuinely confused by the chatter who wants to cut Spider-Ham and Nico Minari for my necklace. Please stop. Please stop. I'm begging you. Hands and knees. Please stop trying to cut the good cards from my deck. They're lovely. They're lovely. Play more Nico Minaru. You'll win more games of Marvel Snap. She's more than good. She's great. Haley girl, thank you for my food.
That's where my first basket went.
That's where your basket went. All right, we'll take both your baskets.
But Daddy.
Yes, Haley. Where's your other two? I don't know. I'll look around upstairs. Thank you, baby girl. What? Chicken and fries.
Daddy, mine was from McDonald's. Daddy, guess what?
What?
Soon can you come upstairs to my special box? It's special because it has a smiley face and heart.
Oh, okay. You'll have to save it for me. I'll look later, okay? Christy got us actual food from a real place, but the toddler prefers McDonald's, so might as well spend cheap things. She is 4, yep. 1 year away from kindergarten. Counting down the days. Looking forward to my $20,000 a year raise. Do I take the roll on this? I think I take the roll on this, yeah? "3 days without a gold, Kyuden. Thank you for the biddies. Holy, Christy got lunch from a new place this afternoon. And the cheese on these truffle fries is, it's pretty freaking good. Oh. Is your area not do junior kindergarten? No, the United States doesn't have universal pre-K. My wife and I pay for full-time daycare, but sometimes we let her stay home.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
I think I Jane on the right here, so that way I can avoid having priority going into the last turn. I did not know preschool is only some places in the US, yeah. We also, another extra, let's call it fun fact about the United States is that one of the primary ways we fund school and education in the United States is through property taxes. So the places that have more expensive homes and thus pay more property taxes tend to have better school districts. Are we short here? I think we're actually a little bit short here, huh? Oh my god, we tie on the left? I think we tie on the left. Wow, what a close game. Is that for real how that works? That is 100% how it works, yes. Because the rich get richer. Yes, it is 100%. The rich get richer. It's one of the bigger factors when picking schools. Our schools aren't perfect, but that seems borderline made to keep people down. No, it's very explicitly made to keep people down. There's nothing borderline about it. Keeping people down is the point. For those that don't keep up on political news, by the way, J.D. Vance was asked the question in an interview, how would the Republican Party work to make child care more affordable to regular people? And his response to said question was people should work with their aunts and uncles and parents and grandparents more to share the load with children. Hollywood K, thank you for the 17 months. Welcome back. To translate, fuck you, you're on your own. I think I actually have to Magneto here, because if I do it here, I might grab magic instead of Wong. I need to pull this off for sure. Yeah, not only do all my personal relatives live 2.5 to 3 hours away from me, but even if my relatives lived adjacent to where I live, 100% of my children's grandparents work full-time still. And they probably won't be in a position to retire until after my children are grown. They're basically gonna work till they're dead. This could win the game some of the time, yeah. McBrilliant, thank you for the 2 months. Welcome back.
Wakanda
a close game. Hey, we moved some cards. Lovely. Oh, counting their cards, moving their cards counts as moving cards. Yeah, that makes sense. Tracks. Ooh, that's great.
Snap. Opponent snapped.
We get double Thor. Sick. Should cards like Nico and Lockjaw be activated? Absolutely not.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir. Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
I don't have a good Lockjaw path, but I think I just want to hedge, what's his name? Galactus the best I can. So this ties Galactus on the left now because we put the Vibranium here. If they're playing another Clog card, I'm in trouble. Just banking on them not having another Clog card. Let me fill the board! Don't leave! Thank you, opponent. This gets me an 8-cube mission. It gets me a fill the board mission.
To me.
Thank you for letting turn 6 play out.
Mjolnir. To me. Victory.
Yes, exactly that, Sarek. I could have played Wasp on turn 5 to play around a Clog card, but then I lose 100% of the time if they Symbiote Spider-Man. I think Symbiote Spider-Man's more likely than another Clog card. Alright. I am having fun with this deck, so we're going to give it another segment here. But I do need to run some ads, and I can munch some food while I do that. So we'll see you in 120 seconds. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. I have a couple of card splits, too. We'll do the card splits after this deck. This one might get a highlight, so I'd like to not have card splits in the middle. I'm gonna take a second from eating to lecture about idiots in chat and help people inform The idea that a flat tax is the most fair way to do things is completely nonsensical, and it's actually a conservative talking point. A flat tax is what is called a regressive tax that makes it so people who make more money pay a smaller percentage overall of what's going on. Having someone who makes 30 grand a year pay 12% and having someone who makes 30 million or 30 billion a year pay that same percentage is absolute nonsense. Wizzle1, thank you for the 7 months. You're right that loopholes are bad and need to be closed, but you do that by doing things like funding the IRS. Did you know one of the things the Democrats did under Joe Biden was pump a ton of funding into the IRS? And they've gone after corporations like Coca-Cola that have been squirreling away billions of dollars in unpaid taxes. And they are collecting a ton of money. One of the most fiscally conservative policies you can implement is properly funding the IRS so they can do their actual job and make sure that people that are making piles of money are actually paying what they're supposed to be paying. You don't fix the loopholes by making a very regressive flat tax that's really detrimental to people who don't make a lot of money. You fix the loopholes by enforcing the actual policy and getting rid of them. I know that it's hard. I know that's a quick and easy talking point to just be like, flat tax, flat tax. I actually don't think that's remotely true either. The idea that flat taxes are fair is also untrue. People who make giant piles of money only make giant piles of money because the society in which we all live provides things like roads and utilities and services to the people that work for those people to make them all of that money. There's no such thing as an ethical billionaire. Billionaires only exist because people are allowed to steal wages that should go to the people doing the actual labor instead of paying them a fair rate. People who make millions and billions of dollars should pay more into society and pay a higher rate of taxes because without society fucking existing, they couldn't make the money they make. They can only make the abhorrent amounts of money they make because society exists to fund all the people who work for them. Our deck's pretty stacked here, huh? I got a couple of choices, but I'm kind of feeling spicy on the Lockjaw Gimbal. The problem here is, no, they're just bounce, right? I was saying the problem is if they are an Alliance deck, but I think they're just bounce. Seems like a weak argument. Here's a really well-articulated point. Random Joe shitter on the internet. Seems like a weak argument. Really? What a well-thought-out position for you to take after I fully articulated my position and explained it well. Fuck you. Get out of my chat. What is the tax rate you propose? They pay like 44% now, right? It's not my job to decide what the exact rate is. I'm not qualified to tell you exactly what the appropriate amount of tax is for certain people to pay. It's not my job to figure things out like that.
Do rules all.
Like, I elect people whose job it is to do that. Much like I tell you it's not my job when you ask me how I'm supposed to fix a Marvel Snap card that's problematic, it's really not my job to fix America's tax system and figure out what's exactly right.
Victory.
I can understand the detail and explain the nuance of something like a flat tax being regressive without also being able to tell you this is the exact rate percentage it's supposed to be. Also, like, chat, at a certain point, the amount you get taxed past a certain amount of dollars, like, it's really arbitrary. If someone got taxed even an absurd 90% on money they made past, like, I don't know, $100 million in a year, do you think the quality of someone's life who makes $100 million in a year is going to change if they get taxed 90% on money past $100 million a year? Like, truly, you're already making an unfathomable amount of money. What is gonna change for you? You're just running up the score. There's no, it's such an abhorrent, unnecessary amount of wealth. Only sociopathic and truly unethical people reach that amount of money. Because anybody who's a remotely fucking reasonable human being hits a point well before that amount of money and is like, you know what? I don't fucking need it anymore. Your brain has to be broken in a very specific, greedy, fucked up, I don't care about other people way to run the score up to billions of dollars. Just full stop. That's just reality. It requires a certain amount of you not giving a shit about other people to think you need that much money in your scoreboard. Yeah, Taylor Swift is included in that. Taylor could 100% pay the people that work in her supply lines and make her job possible more money. 1,000%. That applies to artists like Taylor who make that amount of money. 0% necessary. Is she less bad than someone like Jeffrey Bezos? Sure, probably. But I 100% think no ethical billionaire applies there. She gifted everyone in her crew $50,000. That's great. Are you trying to make my point of they can all pay way more money for me? Because if that's your goal by telling me that, you're doing a good job of it. I'm just trying to make sure where we're at here. I think the big thing that a lot of people don't seem to understand about this conversation, drawing Red Hulk is so sad, is that the way you actually make the money you're making does not matter for determining if you're an ethical billionaire or not. You're right, there's more ethical ways to achieve that money. If you're actually a reasonable human being who's not just hoarding to run the score up, it's possible to give your money away and do good things with it. So like, sure, I think people like LeBron James and Taylor are shades of gray less bad than Jeffrey Bezos, but also like, it is possible to just like not be a billionaire if you happen to get into it in a way that's like more reasonable. Yeah, look at Jeffrey Bezos' wife, her ex-wife. Look at how quick she's shoveling her money away into other charitable angles. All right, I'm gonna say we should move on from this topic now, because I think I've articulated and said every bit there is to possibly say about it, and I think chat's gonna run in circles in a mostly nonsense way about it from here. As a general reminder, if you're someone that supports my stuff, check out the Discord server. There's the politics channel there, as well as the aptly named Capitalism Casino channel, to talk about things like this at length as much as you would like. But for the rest of the stream this afternoon, I would like to move on. All right, Lockjaw rolls into Jane Foster here every time, yeah? Every time has been declared?
Escaped. Oh, snap.
You were given a 10-minute timeout for initially suggesting that a flat tax was good, and I didn't give you a chance to discuss or debate it because there's nothing to discuss or debate about it. A flat tax is an objectively regressive tax that is bad for regular working people, and it is a conservative talking point and shitty nonsense that it could actually be a good thing. So I timed you out when you mentioned it the first time because I didn't give a shit what your opinion was on the topic because your thoughts are bad and you weren't going to change my mind. So I didn't give you a chance to respond because your position didn't deserve a chance to respond. Being objective about a situation doesn't mean listening to all sides of it. If one person tells you it's raining and one person tells you it's sunny, your job isn't to report that both people said those things. Your job is to stick your head out the fucking window and see what the weather actually looks like. The idea that being responsible involves listening to all sides and all opinions in every instance is also nonsense. It's the reason why we have things like anti-vaxxers and flat earthers.
Face the might of Asgard.
Both positions in every discussion are not valid. Sometimes people are just fucking wrong, and people who are just fucking wrong don't deserve a platform. They deserve to be told that they're wrong and explained why, and if they still want to double down, they can fuck off afterwards. Dead here. Our draw petered out a little bit. Whatever these draws. Listen, Chad, if you're gonna play the lockjaw deck, sometimes you just gotta take your licks and accept that these are what your draws are gonna look like. Sometimes you're just gonna have to eat it. I think we're pretty Dr. Doomed here. I agree with that. I'm gonna play my cards out and let the opponent have their big turn, but we are torched here. I think Beta Ray Bill is unfortunately pretty important for this deck. He adds a lot of consistency to the Jane Foster package. The Thor, Beta Ray Bill, Jane Foster 3-4-5 curve are some of your best draws. Sometimes that's what your draws look like. Try all of them with my confirmation bias. God bless. As long as you're aware. Being self-aware is the first step. Their deck is interesting. The opponent is playing basically stock Wiccan Bounce with the Grandmaster over one of the 1-drops. Usually Wiccan Bounce plays 5 1-drops. Oh, they've also got Cassandra. Sure, that's a good shout. That's like in the other grower slot. Usually it plays like Collector there.
To me.
That's a lot closer than I thought it was gonna be. Played well. Well, let's play 1 or 2 more with this. It bricked off a little bit there. So it'd be a good deck set to post as a YouTube highlight, both because we had some fun games at the start, and also because the discussion about taxes in the middle will chase the fascists out of the woodwork on that platform too. Gotta make sure we post a highlight that gets deeply political at least once or twice a month. That way any of the new people coming in understand where the ground rules are. I wish I had Spider Ham, Wasp, or Psylocke already teed up in my hand so I could play this Nico on Demon mode, but without them guaranteed, I think it's just too risky to play her out. Ooh, that's a good one. I don't think I want a double because of Carmartage. Well, I guess two betas is not. Nah, 2 betas is good. Because we'll play the first beta on here and then we'll draw the hammer organically, yeah? Most people shy away from turning people away. Jeff embraces it. So, one of the most important things I learned as a content creator, and this is something I think a lot of less experienced content creators don't understand, is that you are always moderating your spaces. What do I mean by that? Well, even if you don't actively show specific types of people to the door, letting certain types of people have public support or even a platform to talk in your space is something that other reasonable human beings are going to take notice of. That's why it's important that I tap down things like anti-trans messaging or things that are microaggressions against LGBTQ folks, because people are going to notice, people that I care about, if things like that get to slide in my space, and those people are going to quietly leave if they see things like that are tolerated here. So by choosing to not moderate, you're still choosing to moderate. It's just the moderation decision's getting made for you by people you'd really rather not have making the moderation decision for you. You're always making a choice. I wonder why they played the swarm there. Yeah, I think their hand was a little bit full. Oh, this was a 0 swarm, right? So they had a bunch of swarms in their hand. Yeah, a big Gambit could be scary for us here, but other than that, we're in a good spot. We have to go Hammer, Doctor Doom on the last turn. I've tried this deck, and it feels amazing when it works, but I'm a bad player, it doesn't work for me. So this deck list is relatively inconsistent. So like the last match where we like had a bunch of draws where we bricked off, I'm not gonna lie to you, like that's gonna happen with some frequency. Like this is a deck list that you would 100% need to be able to look at your openers and be like, okay, this is a good hand I need to snap, or this is a bad hand I need to leave for 1. Definitely very, very important. Please stay. I have such a sweet draw. Yeah, having priority here makes us better into Gambit, which is great. Can you show me your Thor? He's a lovely, lovely lad.
Duels all. Mjolnir, to me. Mjolnir, to me.
Pew, pew.
Mjolnir, to me. Mjolnir, to me.
Yeek. Okay, and they actually kept all of the swarms in their hands to make their things bigger. I think they're just letting us plan our last turn, God bless them. But obviously their Dracula's not very big here. Much like the United States, we've lost the right here, but we did at least win the game. You know, glass half full. Going on, Dover. All right, I'm gonna try and get one more good one in with this, then we'll take our edge break, and we'll roll on to our next deck. Someone asked if we have room for another deck submission, by the way. Sorry, I saw that. It was a second ago. I have 2 more queued up after this, but I'm assuredly streaming for more than 2 more hours. We're going to be going for a while today, so let's say sure. Another deck submission you'd like to send my way? You'll be waiting a minute, but we'll get it in before I sign off today. What do you think of Blink or Claw instead of Vision? Vision makes your lockjaw path a little bit more consistent. Because if you flip the Vision out early, you can kind of move it around to play another card in there. But I think he's pretty replacement level. Like if you're like, Jeff, I wanna play with a slot, what's the slot to play with? I think Vision's the card I like least in the deck. Blink's probably fine. That's true. Claw does limit where Lockjaw can go, but I don't know if that's necessarily a deal breaker. I think Blink sounds more interesting than Claw if I was gonna try something. Oh, that's a sad beta. Let's just draw a Thor and have 2 Thors. Unlucky. Built in 30 seconds, let's lose some games. Thanks for the minis, Duck. Remember when I said sometimes you're just gonna have to retreat? Icebox agrees.
Escaped.
Hey, GG's Raven. Thanks for the last turn play out. You got your discard bounties in. Pulling Blink out of Lockjaw doesn't sound very good. It does not. I think, like I said, I think I like Vision the most. But if someone tried something in the Vision slot and they were like, Jeff, I'm pretty confident this is good, I'd believe you. Definitely. Talking about hands to snap on and try and leverage, like Thor, Bojack Norseman, Jane. This is a great example of a hand that's like, okay, easy snap here. Want to play Spider Ham out this turn because we're not going to have energy to play him on another turn. Our 3, 4, 5, 6 is spoken for. This has got to go in the middle. Yeah, we did just tag their Ultra on their Patriot deck here.
Victory.
There are strings on that ham. There are in fact strings on that ham.
Opponent snapped. Escaped.
Snap for the opponent here.
Victory.
You may not realize it, chat, but this is what optimal Marvel snap freaking looks like.
Opponent snapped.
This is the game. Patient doesn't bother me a ton. My hand's only okay. I'll take one more again.
Escaped.
The world where a viable Sauron deck exists, probably not other than Shuri, Genuine and Panda. A lot of the other things you could do with that card just get outclassed too much.
Opponent. Oh, snap.
This is the one, chat. This is the one. I think this is one of the most neutral, nice emotes you could do when you're playing a longer conquest match and someone finally goes all in. The pre-game fist bump is a lovely, okay, let's do this. It's a nice, we've been battling Good luck, Godspeed. Thinking their patriot is lovely. Oh, come on. Would have gotten rid of Mindscape and didn't. That's interesting. Oh, that's so good against us. Fucking hell.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
Yeah, I need to not draw Jane next turn, so that way I can Jane, and I want to draw Jane the turn after this now. Legion or Nocturne as vision replacement. Oh, I like those. That's actually a really fun idea. Those sound better than Blink and the other one someone suggested. Their power output range is pretty small without Patriot. Yeah, I think so. That's a good take. Gotta fill left? Do I? No, I think I'm fine. We have another turn. Nico could be location change, sure. Nico being location change is another reason to put Onslaught in the center, though. Echo. Chat, I don't have any ongoing stuff. No, I don't think I need to hammer now. I think if they location change, I'm winning.
My mighty hand. We are the future.
We're gonna need 6 on the left, 2 in the middle, 8 on the right. Should be good to go here.
There's no strings on me.
Mjolnir. To me.
What a freaking game! Holy! Holy! Every bit of that water buffalo. One singular point. All right, 3 shots at their last 2 cubes. This is a solid opener to be on our last shot. Come on, bro! I have a fucking family, dude! And they're so cold! Get them out of the icebox, please! Please! Mercy! No, wait, hold on. Let them cook. Let them cook, chat. Don't you for a second tell them they shouldn't make limbo. Don't you fucking dare. We picked Ultron here. Pretty good. Pretty good Ultron piggy. Oink, 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 Ultron Piggy. Oink, oink, Piggy. It's unfortunate that all my large units are in my hands. The Brez is pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, so this is a Psylocke or a Wasp. And then we'll deterministically know what we're getting out of Lockjaw next turn.
Behold my mighty hand.
So whatever I put in to start, and this is talking about vision, by the way, this is why vision is good. Whatever I put in to start is guaranteed to come back out. I think it's hammer time.
We are the future.
Future. You Magento. It's such a satisfying deck to work through all the lines on.
Victory.
When you really hit with the lockjaws, you're like, yeah, let's go. Magneto and Doctor Doom are genuinely the perfect balance 6-drops. And honestly, Red Hulk feels like he's right up there with them too now. I really think 6-drop balance is something they've nailed for the most part. I think all three of these are similarly powerful and have different edge cases where they beat each other out for best in slot. I like these 12 cards a lot. We've played them on stream a number of times in the past. It's been consistently excellent for us when we've played it. I don't think I would change any of the cards here. The highlight here, I can pull it up. This is our third time in the last